Well, here is my yard. This is how I came home to it after being gone for 10 years. This used to be a gorgeous bed of irises. Apparently, none of them bloomed this year because they are being overcome with crabgrass. And even though I have pulled and pulled and pulled, there is still a ton of crabgrass in this garden. The front of my house has always been very plain, very simple, but the inside is cute and was very affordable when I was a young single mother. As you can see, I've added a couple potted plants here to try to make it better. But the concrete here is loose, it's cracked, and it's falling apart. The wrought iron railings have not been touched or cared for in 10 years. And right now, I don't know if I can even repair them. I think they are beyond repair. I have a very plain, simple front porch that I've tried to decorate up a little bit. The door's 30 years old. And my brother recently power washed the front porch, removing all the red barn paint that I had there. Have another very rusty, very loose wrought iron fence, or railing I should say, over here. And look, more crabgrass. Lots and lots of crabgrass. And believe it or not, I have loosened this up twice, but it's such hard work pulling this out that I still have not gotten to all of it. My yard is no longer zoysia. It is either bare or it is clover. In fact, recently I did a very close look and I decided that I have more clover and wood sorrel than I have grass. And I'm guessing from the appearance of the gardens that my grass is not zoysia anymore, but crabgrass. So there's no evidence of the daffodils here that I used to have several hundred of. Don't know what happened to them, but they're gone. The windows are all the original wooden windows from 80 years ago when the house was built. So this is a very plain neighborhood for the most part. Some people have taken pretty good efforts to modernize and update the front, but when it comes to gardening, not much. We got some bushes here, otherwise plain. And then over here, very plain. We have some gardens with phlox in them and some dying something or the other. Front yards aren't very big. I'm apparently bothering somebody. But this house was just bought by a nice young lady. And she hasn't really done anything with it except to put some empty pots out. Her yard doesn't look so great either. It's dying for the most part, and I'm not sure why. These houses are very simple, 80 years old, and there's not much going on in the front gardens. We've got some other dead plants here. I remember when the lady put these planter boxes up, but they haven't been maintained. This is the one saving grace, my hosta plant, but it's surrounded by crabgrass, and I'm afraid it's going to be choked to death too. So this is the front of my house. I don't know if shutters would help, something different, but it's very plain, and it's surrounded by very plain houses on both sides, and there is absolutely no curb appeal. In fact, we have kind of desperate landscapes here. So if somebody could do something to help, that would really be appreciated. Oh, and I just discovered this the other day. What happened here? I have no idea. But this is kind of the way my whole house is now. Thanks for taking the time. I appreciate it. My name is Jane. I've owned this house for 30 years. And I just moved back after being in Colorado for 10 years. So you can imagine how depressing this is for me.